welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I sat down and did a tutorial, so I'm really excited today. So I got in the mail the new Kylie Peach palette, I think it's called, or right? Do just want to say this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. The size of the palette, comparing it to one of her original palettes, is a lot larger. You get a lot more eyeshadows in this palette than you do in this one. Just to show you guys, the pan sizes are the same, however. You get the same size pan, and you actually get a blending brush with this. I'm excited to try her brushes out. I've never tried them before. Okay, now last time I kept messing up the names. This is very confusing because it's like, are the names in... I'm gonna mess up every single name today, so just preparing you guys for that. So I'm gonna show you guys some of swatches on my hands. This is the first time I am literally even going into this palette, so I will swatch the shimmer shades first. Okay guys, so these are the shimmer shades. I'm really impressed with the pigment. I feel like she's gone a very long way since the beginning of her eyeshadow palette, so I'm really happy about that. And then I'm just gonna swatch the mattes. There are a lot of mattes in here, so I'm going to probably just swatch the ones that appeal to me the most. And these are some of the matte shades that I picked out that I liked. I am super impressed with that cobalty blue color. It's really, really hard to make pastels in matte form, so I really am impressed with this. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna dive on in. Overall, swatching wise, I'm very happy and impressed with the pigment. I think her formula has gotten immensely better from her first palette. So first I am going in with this color, which I believe is called Sorbet, and I'm going to be applying that in the crease as our transition shade. Alright, to darken up that crease a bit, I am taking this color, which I believe is Sandy. I am so sorry if I'm messing up these names. It's just really hard to tell. That's the one thing I don't like about her palettes. I wish that the names were in the front. And then I'm just going to be darkening up the crease with this. Basically just going over that sorbet color. I also did just want to say, like, for people who are like me that have like larger eyelids, if you get your transition color on the lid at all, that's not a problem, because when you go over it with a shimmer color or whatever you're doing, it'll just go away, you know? So don't be afraid if you get a little bit on your lids. So I'm gonna just like experiment with her brush a little bit. I mean, I basically have my crease and everything blended out, but I just wanna... It reminds me of the Morphe M433 a lot. Like that kind of like texture. Pretty good, actually. Kylie killing the game. So now I'm going to be taking this gold color. This, I believe, is the shade Queen Bee, and I'm thinking it is because it's gold. And I'm going to pack it on the entire lid. So the top of the lid is going to be kind of like, you know, neutral tones, warm tones, and then the lower lash line is going to have all the drama. That's pretty good. Alright guys, so I really, really love the way that this comes out. I mean, it's so simple and very basic warm tones, but I really do love this. For liner, I'm going to be using my favorite. This is the Tarte Double Take. I swear by this liner. Seriously, if you have not tried it yet, I feel like it's the best liquid liner I've ever used. And it really, really lasts all day. Like, even though it's a liquid, it doesn't flake off. It dries very matte. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And then for mascara, I'm using the Colossal Big Shot from Maybelline. I love this. I feel like it adds so much volume. If you are not a falsies type of girl, then this is like perfect for you. But we're gonna prep for falsies. For lashes, I'm gonna be adding Girl Boss. This is from Tarte, and I'm also using their applicator. A bunch of people were like, what's that weird tweezery thing? This is the Tarte Lash Applicator. It's a lot safer than using tweezers. So I'm just gonna pop on some Duo Eyelash Adhesive in the dark tone and pop these suckers on. Now that we have our lashes on, they are secured. Gonna take this color right here, which I think is Sandy, and first smoke out the lower lash line before we add that blue color. And now taking this color right here, the blue, which I think is Royal, and I'm gonna add that to the lower lash line. Be very careful. Make sure you dust off your brush before applying because you don't wanna get any fallout on your face. And then we're gonna slowly, slowly smoke it out. We're not gonna look like raccoons today. And then in my waterline, I'm gonna be taking this little clay paint liner from Tarte, and this is in the color Cobalt, and then I'm just going to set it with that Royal color from Kylie's palette. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If I had to pick one Kylie palette, it would definitely be this one. This is my favorite one she's done, hands down. I think the pigment on it just blows it out of the water. So yeah, I mean, I'm really, really impressed with this. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that little notification thingy, my Bobby bell thinger. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.